Will go to work. Keith Price, the junior from Compton, California. Fakes the handoff, rolls out, looks right, throwing left, flushed out of the pocket, on the run, flicks it to the near side, and Utah 2nd and 15 now for the Huskies. Taylor in motion. Price back to throw, pressured, lobs it out left side, and 13. Mickens, the man in motion, across the middle. Price has other ideas. Far sideline, looking to Casey Williams.
Like he's going to be a little bit short, but watch the ball by Keith Price going to the wide side. Has to be among the top few players in the country.
Keith Price will get it started. Turns the handoff, bouncing outside with a big gain across the 30-yard. Understudy, or they intended him to be the understudy behind Jesse Collier until Collier went out with an ACL tear in the first game of the year against San Diego State, opening the door to Sankey, who picks up 7.
Evan Hudson, Austin Safarian Jenkins out there on the edge. Sankey with a nice job, great vision to read the blocks, again get to the outside.
You said he played in the moment. Really impressed as we watched that game. Why not go to Sankey? Gains a 15 and 17, and this time Utah gets him on the edge. Washington, of course, Chris Polk was workmanlike last year and had a tremendous year for the Huskies. Price throws out right side, leaping grab. What a catch that was. The sophomore.
Well, we get a cross blitz right up here in the middle, and Keith Price feels that pressure. And a good job by Utah collapsing the pocket, and Price gets it out to his outlet receiver. So a nice job by Price feeling the
ground coming into the game. Price back to throw. Pump fakes, looking long here to the near sideline as a man wide. It's been a real difficult process for him to get back 100%, but he is there now, says Coach Kyle Whittingham. Drop 3 offensive linemen who were supposed to start this year out with injuries. They put it together beautifully here lately, and due in large part to this man. He's stopped by Trevor Riley.
And look at the block by Jonathan Amosa and the comeback by Sankey off of that block on the ISO. Another great job, nice vision, nice running on instincts for Sankey to get this ground.
They'll hand off, skipping off right tackle is Sankey. And 3:40 left here first quarter. Sankey's back in. 2-man backfield. Amosa will lead block right side, and Sankey's dragged down. 2nd and 7 now. Sankey works to the left side, and he is dragged yards. He can win with him having less than a stellar performance, due in large part to defense. Got over 300 balls in his years at Prosser High School, state record. Kellen Moore was the quarterback in high school at Prosser. Quick opener for Bishop Sankey out of the Utah Utes. Price, quick drop. Drops a pass over the middle. Grabbed by Sankey, bounces outside 20. Gets across for the first down.
To put points on the board.
2nd and 7. Going left side and really belted was Bishop.
Run extremely well. In high school dubbed one of the hardest hitters in America. And that's just a really good job.
Price is back, throws near side, fades a pass in the end zone, caught by. Here in Seattle. Bishop Sankey on the ground. Stutter steps, works right side, slithers between 2 defenders.
Number 59, Ben Riva. Watch as he cuts back to the right side. And you watch Sankey in the way he's running. He's running with confidence. He's running with
6'3", 250, and quick, as Adam says. Here comes Riley on the rush. Gets into the face of Price, who's got to throw it away. Running back at BYU. Been there many, many years with Kyle Whittingham. Here's a handoff to Sankey. And he slashes through the Utah deep.
One-on-one with Joe Kruger on the left side. And Sankey reads that block. Look at the lane open.
And Dave Kruger, Joe Kruger as well. Price hands off with a combination of run and pass.
Getting back to the quarterback, he's been key.
2nd and 10 now for Washington. Little delay handoff. Sankey is shoestringed. From the 4. The handoff to Sankey. And he is worn down at about advantage. Sometimes when schools get displaced for reasons of reconstruction of their stadiums. 152 yards. Hand off to Sankey, who's across for the first. Utah Utes are number 3 in the Pac-12 in total defense at 336 yards. They get after Price, nearly 75 yards per ball game. They'll give it to Sankey, cuts back, and gets across the 20 over on downs. Man jumped. Utah was off and across the line of scrimmage before the snap. Fumbles on the year, 3 recoveries, 8 tackles for loss, 3 sacks. Wade. Price back to throw. Fires it far side. In receptions with 49. Has a touchdown pass already tonight.
And man defense to try and get a stop.
Huskies haven't hurt themselves. They've not turned it over. They've kept it on the ground. And the dependable Bishop for Washington after that personal foul. Price steps up, ran into his own man, and then is pulled down.
This is what he's good at. Dexter Charles is the left guard, the guy who's trying to block him. And watches Starr drives him back into Keith Price. Price
generate 3 turnovers. We don't turn it over. We eliminate big plays. And we make 6 to 8 big plays of our own. Price trying to make something happen. Rolls out. Hard rush. Throws down the field. Leaping to make the 54 yards last weekend. And some big plays late in the game against Cal. Price back to throw. Looking into the end zone. Took a peek. And instead will playing tomorrow at home. Here's Price with a handoff. This is Sankey. Dispatched to the 1-yard line. Run for a touchdown himself. They get to the line of scrimmage. Quick snap. Scoops it outside of Sankey. Trying to win the edge. He will. And Sankey is into the end zone. Touchdown.
Well, Safarian Jenkins had a big play to get them down the field. And there he does a great job blocking on the outside.
Got a lot of action. Moved from the outside to the inside this year. Big hole up the middle. Here he comes. Sankey, first down and more to the 40-yard line before he is knocked out of bounds. Boy, Bishop
really makes this happen. Watch the down block right there. And Sankey, who has his shoulders squared to the line of scrimmage, sees it. I mean, that block by Ben Riva, he washes the defensive lineman down past the other hash mark. And that is
now. On the night, 8:55 coming in. Here's the turn and the handoff. Sankey surveys the scene, bounces outside. But he's all said and done here in his career, the best tight end to play in a Husky uniform. Price turns, hands off. Price back to throw. Screens left side. With it, Casey Williams across the 50. Fumble the football, recovered by the ball on the ground. He'll hand off to Sankey. Streaks diagonally toward the far sideline.
They need to see him going forward.
Had 2 touchdowns against Cal last weekend. He'll take a left side, reverse and try to go bring it back, but then is hit by 12, and the Huskies with possession. 1st and 5, and again they go to Sankey, and he just seems to get stronger as the game goes on.
About his desire and his work ethic.
First down for the Huskies. Price hands off to Sankey again and again. He gashes the defense. 134 yards. This is an 8-play drive now. Here's the handoff to Sankey, going right side this time. And Utah is quick to the ball with Gang. Washington now 1st and 10 with 6:59 left in this one. And they'll continue to give it to Sankey and control the ball. 1st and 10 for the Huskies. Here's the toss outside to Sankey. Cuts it inside. And
downs, and they've run the ball extremely well.
Well, Steve Sarkisian said we haven't put together a complete game yet. Here is Sankey, nearly broke it for the touchdown.
Yeah, here's Jonathan Amoso right here on Victor Spikes, the linebacker. ISO weak. Squares him up, and now it's Sankey with the free safety, Eric Rowe.
Go there.
Not a bad combo.
Not a bad combo at all. Here's Sankey again. He'll race into the end zone. Touchdown.
Don't forget about the block by number 88, who seals the edge. That's on Trevor Riley, the linebacker.
Georgia knocked off Auburn 38-0. Washington goes to work, and again they go to Bishop Sankey. And he is pushed back.
And run the ball 8 times for 39 yards. That's winning football, and that's something that Steve Sarkisian can really build on here.
Washington